Hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling and I hope you have absolutely fabulous day. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create this super cool fancy fold card with no cutting dice. And as you know, July for me is a gratitude month, so I'm going to show you how to create this thank you card. For my project, I'm going to use Gelli Art Prints collection designed by Karolina Osuchowska, and you can find this collection on a relatively thoughtful website, and I left the link in the description down below, together with all the names and products I'm going to use in today's video, so yes, you can check them out if you're interested. I really like this collection because it is super colorful. It has lots of amazing patterns that you can mix and match for very unusual projects. And with any fancy fold, you don't really need a lot of card or paper design. All you have to do is to use some scraps from your stash as well. So first we're going to create the card base. So I've got 6 by 13 inches white card. And I'm going to score it at 1 inch. And then I'm going to score it at 7. So I'm going to have 1, 6 and 6 inches. And when this is ready, we're going to create even more scoring lines. And this way, that'll be the fancy fold. At this point, I thought I'm going to just create the scoring lines, but actually, using a ruler, it is so much easier. So yes, grab your ruler and let's create few scoring lines. So I'm going to place my ruler on 3 inches scoring line, and I'm going to create a scoring line from 1 to 5 inches. And then when this is ready, I'm going to place my ruler on 5 inches scoring line, and I'm going to do the same. So score from 1 to 5 inches, and I'm going to turn my card 180 degrees, and I'm going to do the same on the 2 inches score line. So from 1 to 5 inches, and again on 4 inches score line from 1 to 5. And we've got all the score lines we need here. Super quick and simple. So when these are ready, then we have to use a pencil to create a couple of marks. And then it will be so much easier to actually cut our lines. So as you can see, I place my ruler on 2 inches score line here, and I'm going to make a mark where the 1st and the 5th inch is. And I'm going to do the same on the 3rd scoring line, and then the 5th one. So whenever you create a straight line, I do encourage you to create 3 marks. And this way, when you use your ruler, it will be properly straight. So now I'm going to put those here. And let's cut those elements. Super quick and simple. So all you have to do is to use a ruler. If you have a metal ruler, that would be even better. So I'm going to use my craft knife, and whenever you do it, just be very careful. And it's always a good idea to have a craft mat underneath. That really makes a difference, because this way you won't damage your glass surface or any surface that you work on. So as you can see, this element is pretty easy to create. Now we have to fold and burnish all those score lines, like with every single fancy fold, right? If you have any pencil marks, that is the time to erase them, just to make sure this project will be professionally finished. Now I'm going to use my scoring tool and actually burnish all those score lines. And whenever you create a fancy fold, I do encourage you to actually use it on both sides, because this way it will be so much easier to open. And what's really good about this card, it actually goes inside 6 by 6 inches card base, or actually envelope, I should say. And whenever you create fancy folds, I really think they are very unusual, and whenever recipients get them, the expression is absolutely amazing. So as you can see, I'm just using my scoring tool to burnish all those 4 lines. Super quick and simple. And now decisions, because we are going to decorate the card. But there is still something missing. The card base is still not complete. So all I have to do now is to actually create 2 more panels, because I want to hide that flap that you can see on the right hand side now. So as you can see, it opens really cool and it gives us that amazing dimension. So now I've got 2 panels, and these will be 6 by 6 inches. But first I'm going to use my scissors to create those notches, and no one will ever know that there was a flap inside. Oh, I should say tab. So I'm going to use my one and only liquid glue, magic glue, and assemble those panels together. As you can see, they fit really nicely here. And whenever you create those elements, I do encourage you to use the liquid glue because this way you do have time to maneuver the elements. So that is the panel on this side. Then it's time to turn it over and adhere more glue on the back because we want to hide that tab. Super quick and simple. If you haven't seen my triple stepper shutter gatefold card, the link is at the top right corner. I use exactly the same collection, so you can check it out. And also, it is a fancy fold and you don't really need any cutting dice. So now it will be time to decorate some of the panels. So let's have a look how to open this card. Do you like that card base? I really hope you do and you feel inspired and create your own. I decided to use that beautiful pinkish yellowish design paper. I think it is so beautiful. So I couldn't resist, but something is missing, so I'm going to add a little bit of Distress Oxide ink and picked a raspberry color. I thought that really complements that design paper beautifully. And when this is ready, I'm going to adhere it at the front of a card. And at this point, I thought I really like it, but there is something missing. So I came up with a plan, and if you know me, you know how much I love butterflies. So I'm going to use Wings of Wonder collection butterfly confetti from Creative Expressions, and I'm going to die cut it actually twice. So the first one will be with white card. As you can see, some of the butterflies already missing because when I die cut it, I put them to the side. So if you want to pick them here, just use your pokey tool. And where I can also save those butterflies, and they will be the embellishments inside of the card. I really like this die because at one go you just have like plenty of small butterflies you can use for variety of projects. And actually, thank you cards, yes, they do deserve a good amount of butterflies, right? If you agree with me, please let me know in the comments down below. So when the glue is ready, I'm going to adhere it here. And at this point, we don't really need anything else. But I thought let's add a little bit more contrast. So I'm going to use another design paper from Gelli Art Prints collection. And I'm going to die cut those Wings of Wonder collection butterfly confetti. And as you can see, I've got those darker panels here. And I can still use the outside for different project. And as you can see, there are still some butterflies here I can use later on. So what's really good now, you don't really have to paper piece all of them, because I really want some of the pinkish background to be visible through that white frame. So I'm going to put a dot of glue and I'm going to shape the wings a little bit. And trust me, it is worth the effort. And as you can see here, we actually have butterflies in different sizes, which makes this element even more cool, right? How often do you use butterflies in your card making? Please let me know in the comments down below. I absolutely love them, and sometimes I simply just can't resist. And I also wonder, have you seen my another thank you card using Celebrate the Light collection, digital collection? If you haven't, the link is at the top right corner. You definitely don't want to miss that card because it is so beautiful and has all those amazing green colors. And when this panel is ready, it will be time to actually use some of the butterflies inside of the card as well. And I also wonder, what is your favorite fancy fold card? Do you have it? If you don't, I've got a playlist at the top right corner with fancy folds I created in the past, so you can check it out. And I also wonder, have you heard about RT Create, Make and Share on Facebook? It is a group for fans of relatively thoughtful, and if you have any of the design papers, you can join our group and share your makes there. And now they've got a new challenge, and you can use the free designs to create your amazing Christmas card, and you can win the full collection. So check this out. So when this is ready, we have to decorate everything inside of the card. So let's start with that panel, and I'm going to use those, let's say, more vivid pinks and blues. And I'm going to place it here. And again, I'm going to use that Distress Oxide ink in picked raspberry color. So this way, all my elements will match beautifully, right? Use that technique in your card making? If you don't, maybe today is the day to try it. And what I really like about this Wings of Wonder collection butterfly confetti, you also have some beautiful texture on the wings of the butterflies. I'm not really sure if it's visible here, but in real life it is stunning. Now I'm going to create a panel 4 by 8 inches, and I'm going to score it exactly in half, which is 4 inches. And this way we're going to have some space to write a message inside of the card. And also, you can hide something there as well, which is super cool, right? And to have a little bit more contrast here, I'm going to use one of the other design papers from this collection. But first, let's put that element inside here. And as you can see, I try to leave the even border on all the sides. So let's have a look at the design paper. So I decided to go with a little bit of purple because purple and pink, they always match, right? And if you have any of blue as well, that would be even better. So it is time to assemble the panels here. And at this point, I thought something is missing, so let's add those white butterflies. They will work so well on purple. I really like that color combo. Do you like purple and white together? Please let me know in the comments down below. So as you can see, this card is super easy to create. Decisions when you have to choose the design papers to decorate your card. For this one, I really wanted something bold and bright, so if you like that color combo, please let me know in the comments down below. If you know me, you know how much I love playing with colors and different compositions, so why not? Let's create all the panels that will go here. So, I've got some of the elements here, actually the scraps, and let's use them to decorate all those elements. Even the smaller panels will be perfect for any fancy fold cards. So, let's start with the left and the right panel. And I've decided to use those panels here. So they are 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. And I'm going to assemble them using my liquid glue. So this way I also have that white border around. And I really like that on my cards. So when these panels are ready, it will be time to create even more panels inside and actually at the top and at the bottom. I couldn't resist with that purple because it will match the panel we created with those white butterflies. So this way we have really nice balance on the card. And when these are ready, I'm also going to assemble some of the elements at the top and at the bottom because I really like those fancy folds to be beautifully finished. And with those pink elements in the middle, I'm just going to leave them for now, and you'll see why. So let's create those beautiful purple and very light cream elements here. And this way we also have that balance and contrast at the same time. And as you know me, you know how much I love playing with those elements. So when these are ready, at this point I thought let's create one more panel where the pink elements are, and I've got a square. Actually, I'm just going to use one of them. And I'm going to see if it's going to fit. So it has to be slightly smaller than the panel here. So it has to be around 3.5 inches. And when this is ready, I'm going to place those pink background panels first. And then I'm going to put that square element. And that will be another panel to write the message. But here, I'm also going to use a die cut, which I created some time ago using Tonic Studio cutting die. So as you can see, this cut is very colorful and bright, and it really folds flat, and it will go inside 6 by 6 inches envelope. And I really like all those butterflies here. If you like them as well, please let me know in the comments down below. So now I'm going to assemble that square, and as you can see, I only put the glue on the left hand side because I really wanted to move. And then I created another layer, which is 3.25 square. and it will have beautiful white border as well. So whenever you create mats and layers, I do encourage you to leave that small border around. So this is the die cut from Tonic Studio Dice. Many thanks, because as you know, July is the gratitude month for me. So let's give it a go, right? And I use solid gold card from Crafter's Companion. It is one of my favorites, and I think it really embellishes all the cards beautifully. Do you use solid gold or other gold card for your cards? Please let me know in the comments down below. Of course, I couldn't resist and I had to add those white butterflies here because they give that more contrast, but also they really add that extra, something extra to the card, right? And if you ever create any composition, I do encourage you to play with the number 3. So as you can see on the right, I got 3 butterflies and I'll try to do the same on the left hand side. And when these are ready, you can always add more if you want. However, I think the card is nearly finished, but we have to add the sentiment at the front of the card. And I've got thank you, and this one comes from Crafter's Companion. I got it many years ago, but I think it is perfect, especially for thank you cards. And when this is ready, you know what's missing, if you know me. I absolutely love adding gems, so I had to do it in this case as well. So, when this is ready, I've got some gems in the corners and the card is complete. So please let me know, what do you think about this? Would you like to give it a go? I'm really curious about your thoughts and what's your favorite fancy fold at the moment. So if you like my videos, I really hope you'll subscribe to my channel if you're new and hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And here you can see my other cards I created. And stay tuned for more videos coming your way on Mondays and Thursdays. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting!